Today we're going to talk about the Chinese aunties and their infamous square dancing. And trust me, there's a lot here that'll leave you both annoyed and unsure whether to laugh or cry. There's a group of aunties that truly gives people a headache. It's 4 or 5 in the morning, the sky hasn't even lightened yet. Everyone's still asleep except them. They're already outside, putting on a full-blown performance under the apartment buildings. Since they sleep less as they get older, these aunties wake up early, blast their speakers at full volume, and start dancing like there's no tomorrow. The music sounds like a thunderclap inside your bedroom. Residents still deep in sleep are violently woken up by that cursed speaker. What should have been a peaceful night becomes a noisy nightmare. And you think, seriously? My day starts like this? And it gets worse. They've even danced on graves, like they were in some kind of party. I swear, the dead must be rolling in their graves in anger. Today, I'm going to tell you a real story. A group of aunties was dancing wildly on a suspension bridge, and it ended in tragedy. The scene was horrifying. Everyone knows Chinese aunties have 2 special powers: arguing and square dancing. It's like they're born with it. Comes pre-installed. Let's talk about their first superpower, arguing. They're nuclear weapons in the shouting world. No logic, no need for proof, just the slightest provocation and boom, the war starts. And it's not just shouting. They clap, jump, curse all at once. It's like a choreographed dance, a chaotic pas de deux. Sometimes I wonder, did square dancing actually evolve from these heated arguments? The movements are practically the same. And the worst part? No one can outscream them. Their intensity could swallow you whole. Only another equally wild auntie can match them head-on. In fact, scientists have even studied this. The volume of an auntie argument can reach 120 decibels. That's as loud as a plane taking off. And after the fight, they're still healthy and energized. Arguing and working out at the same time now, that's multitasking. So let me give you a warning. If you ever run into a Chinese, auntie never argue. Because once she starts yelling and jumping at the same time, it's already over. You've lost. Now let's talk about their second power, square dancing. If arguing is the passive ability, dancing is the ultimate attack. Like a tiger born to hunt, they were born to dance in public. Remember the clapping and hopping from the argument? That's basically the foundation of square dancing. But even though it's meant to be good for exercise and socializing, square dancing has a terrible reputation in China. Why? Because these aunties dance anywhere. Parks, roads, bridges, even overseas. Wherever there are Chinese aunties, there's square dancing. If this dance went global, they deserve all the credit. But the problem is the noise. The speakers are insanely loud. It disturbs everyone, especially in residential areas where they dance way too early or too late. Like I said earlier, 4 or 5 in the morning, and there they are, waking up the neighborhood with music straight out of an apocalypse movie. If anyone complains or asks them to lower the volume, what do? Get more arrogant and shout, "So what if you woke up?" That smug face? Infuriating. Worse yet, they once danced in a martyr cemetery, right in front of the tombstones. Sure, it's a public memorial site, but that doesn't mean everything is allowed. The most outrageous part? There was an open area nearby, perfect for dancing, but no, they chose to dance right in front of the graves. And the volume? Maxed out, as always. Why can't even fallen heroes rest in peace? Isn't this basically throwing a party on someone's grave? Staff at the cemetery asked them to stop. They didn't care. These aunties are like stone, unmoved and deaf to reason. On the streets? Same thing. They don't care if cars are coming. They just drop the speaker and start dancing like the road belongs to them. Drivers who try to reason with them? Sworn at and sometimes even surrounded? Ambulance trying to pass? Nope, they keep dancing. Everyone knows ambulances save lives and have priority. But in their minds, dancing matters more than anyone's life. It's infuriating. And when the police are called, still dancing, as if the police were invisible. Eventually, some residents started fighting back. People began throwing things, ink, even feces. Yes, really. One auntie ended up covered in human waste. Another got splashed with black ink from a balcony mid-performance. They looked like Halloween zombies. But even that didn't stop them. The more stuff you throw, the more hyped they get. It's truly bizarre. Until one day, they finally paid the price. It happened at a tourist spot. There was a suspension bridge that could hold up to 60 people. Suddenly, 200 or 300 showed up. The security guard panicked and begged people to leave. It was dangerous, but right in the middle of the bridge, a group of aunties started dancing. Yes, really, the human traffic stopped. No one could get through. Those already on the bridge couldn't leave. The aunties kept dancing, completely unaware of the danger. It was a holiday. The place was packed. Everyone wanted to cross to see the view. The security guard tried to maintain order, but in seconds the bridge was crammed. The bridge, designed for 40 people, began to shake violently. It groaned under the pressure. The guard yelled through a megaphone, begging people to move, but nothing worked. Then he saw it, the aunties dancing in the middle, drawing a crowd and blocking the 1-meter-wide bridge. He warned of a collapse, but with the noise and crowd, no one heard him. Chaos. Some realized the danger and tried to get off, but it was too late. More people kept pushing in. The bridge couldn't take it. And then, one of the cables broke. Screams, panic. Hundreds fell like rag dolls into the valley below. Over 20 people died. Many others were seriously injured. It was a tragedy that could have been avoided. The cause? Dancing on the bridge plus too many people plus synchronized vibrations equals collapse. The aunties' dancing created resonance. The weight was too much. The bridge gave out. And who paid the price? Not just the aunties, but dozens of innocent people. So here's the real message. When you travel, follow the rules. Your life is worth more than a viral dance. But will they learn? Probably not. After all, we're talking about a generation of women who believe public space is their personal dance floor, that volume controls are a Western conspiracy, and that logic is just background noise, especially if they're holding a silk fan and wearing hot pink sneakers from 2003. They dance through noise complaints. They dance through police warnings. They even dance through literal excrement. So maybe death is the only thing that can actually make them stop. And even then, I wouldn't be surprised if someone brought a speaker to the funeral and played the remix version of their favorite square dance track out of respect, of course. Some say it's their way of staying active, of reclaiming attention in a society that prefers to ignore women over 50. And hey, maybe there's some truth to that. After a lifetime of being daughters, wives, and mothers, perhaps square dancing is the one thing they feel belongs to them. But here's the catch. When your personal liberation starts trampling on the peace and safety of hundreds of others, maybe it's not liberation anymore. Maybe it's just ego in motion. Maybe the real tragedy isn't just the collapsed bridge. Maybe it's the fact that in a country of over 1 billion people, a small group of dancing aunties somehow always ends up at the center of chaos. And not by accident, but by sheer volume. And as absurd as it sounds, they've become a metaphor. Loud, relentless, immune to shame, and completely unaware of the damage they leave behind. Not because they don't care, but because they think they are the victims. So the question remains, is this the future of China's leftover women? A future where visibility is earned through noise, where rebellion wears sequins and floral hats, and where public outrage is just another rhythm to dance to? If you like this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more stories like this. And if you ever see a group of aunties with a speaker in the wild, turn around, fast. See you in the next one.